Hey, hello everybody, and welcome back to SLWJ. It has been a long time. Look at that, my mic's falling. It's been a long time. My mic doesn't know how to act since we've been together, and I'm so glad that you guys are joining me for lunch. We have had a lot going on, as you all know. And so, but we are back this week, and I'm so glad to be back with you guys. I want to know all the things. Number one, where are we chiming in from? So I know Timmy took their locations away from Wide Open, but I want to know, where are you guys chiming in from? And then I want to know, what are we having for lunch? So I am so glad to see you guys in the chat. I am thrilled to have had the privilege to meet some of you in the conference experience. And so I can't even remember, it's a blur which one I met, but I just want you to know that I am super glad to just be back here with you guys. I was thrilled to just get to hug necks, kiss cheeks, and even baptize some of you. So thrilled. So anyways, I'm so glad you guys are here. I see you coming from Las Vegas, Columbus, Ohio, Kansas City, Lorinda, I see you. Pensacola, Florida, Birdie, I see you. All right. Hey, Raven from Philly. You know I love Philly. Linden, New Jersey, San Diego, California, Hartford County, Maryland, another San Fran. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Goldsburg, North Carolina. Pismo Beach, California, never heard of it. Wilmington, went so fast. Spaghetti, Kansas City, Charleston, I love it. Texarkana, you're right here in our home state. Bullhead, Arizona, I see you from Maryland. Is that Susie Zoo? Austin, you are right down the street. Toronto, Canada, I'm so glad you are joining in. Denton, Texas, come on down the street. You're in my hood, huh? Utah, Jax, Florida, DeSoto, Henderson, New Jersey, Houston, New York. I'm thrilled that you guys are chiming in and that we get a chance to spend lunch together. Hi, guys. Woodlake, California, Virginia, Washington. What's up, guys? Trenton, New Jersey, Arizona. I love you guys. I see you from Jersey City. And hey, who is that? Maria from Frisco. I see you down the street. Tulsa, UK, Coventry, UK. Thank you so much for joining us from across the pond. You're the best, Hector. Thank you. Aubrey, Texas, South Carolina. Thank you, guys. Saskatchewan, Canada, Hazlitt. I love it. I love it, guys. North Carolina. Thank you all from all over the U.S., a few from around the world. I am thrilled, and I'm sure I missed some of you. You guys have joined in, and we get to spend lunch together, and maybe even, depending on where you are, it could be a little dinner, an early dinner, or it could be early morning breakfast for you out in the West Coast and beyond. So I just want to say thank you so much that we get to spend a little lunch together. So now let me know if this is your first time joining us, then please say hi. Just put like a number 1 in the chat. I want to welcome you. I want to welcome all of our first time people. And I'm welcoming back everybody because we have been gone for a while. We have been gone for a while, but we've had a lot to do. And of course, you all know what we've been doing. So I missed you guys, missed you so much. And I love it. Thank you, Zinni. I get so many compliments on these earrings. You would not believe how many compliments I get on these earrings. And I love them so much. A friend of mine went on a missions trip to Uganda, Africa. And she said, I saw them and I thought of you, Jew. She said, my Jew is going to love them. And she brought them back for me, and I absolutely do. Look at all our first timers in the chat. Oh, so glad you guys are here. Christina, it's your first time. Vanetta is your first time. There was some others that was your first time. So glad that you guys are joining us. And I hope that you join us back when we do lunch together. So whatever you're eating, we're eating too. Whatever we're chatting about, we're just having chat conversations back. I respond to the chat. I try to read as fast as I can. We'll answer questions, and we just talk about things, and we spend an hour of power together. Every now and then, it'll go to like an hour and a half, and it just depends on how much you guys are engaging or if I've got something next to do. But it is a privilege that I get to, it's a privilege for me that you guys spend your lunchtime with us. And so we just engage conversation. And that's it. We keep it lighthearted, and then sometimes we go super deep. It just is what it is. I don't know where it goes, and so it depends on what you guys have going on in your life. That's what we chat about. So I love you guys so much. Welcome to all of our first timers, and I'm so glad you're joining. So today for lunch, I want to know what you guys are having, and what I've prepared for us here in my home and for our team is avocado toast. And so I've made some fresh guacamole right here. A lot of times for all of you first timers, if there's a product that I like or something, I will promote that thing. If I'll make something fresh or homemade or dessert, we will put it out there. A lot of times you all may want what I see. I'll tell you, we do recipes. We talk about gardening. We talk about all the things. So I hope that you are here to join us. V Blaze, hey, are we back weekly now? We're not weekly yet again because this week coming up is going to be Thanksgiving, and my sister is coming in from town, and it is also the weekend of my mom's birthday. And so are going to be having a special Thanksgiving for our family. And so Friday morning, which would be Black Friday, we've got to go shopping, guys. And you guys shouldn't be here because you should be taking care of your Black Friday deals. So we will miss this week coming up, but we'll be back in December. So I believe it's December 5th. Would that be the next one? All right. So December 5th will be the next taping that we do. And then we'll get as much in Christmas time, the holidays that we can. So we'll have a few weeks in December, and then we'll take a Christmas break. And then we'll come back in January. So it's just now because of the holidays. But thank you guys. All right. So you guys are having chicken salad. I see some out there. Cooked sweet potato and potato with fried seasoned beef. Nice. Ginger turmeric detox drink for lunch. You know what? I've got some teas right here. I don't know if you guys can see it in the camera. But I have some tea for lunch. So we'll have avocado toast. So I'm actually gonna toast this sourdough bread, and we'll have some tea with it. So we've got some ginger root tea. We also have some chai rooibos, and I don't know if you guys can see it. And then here is another chai. Yep, I wouldn't realize I had 2 chai teas up here. So I'm in chai mode, and so that's what we're having today. So there we go, grapes for dessert, and we are on it. All right, what are you guys doing? Cyber Monday for this girl. I see you. Black Friday, you started your Black Friday shopping online, and wonderful. Only shopping small businesses this year and beyond. Good job. I'm super, uber glad about that. You all know I am a big supporter of small businesses. I am a big supporter of it, and so please go support the small businesses. I love it. All right, we got smoothies for lunch, spaghetti squash and Alfredo, lemongrass chicken tacos. Lemongrass chicken tacos, that sounds amazing. All right, I was going to get another monitor, okay. Herbal fruit tea with some toast, nice. Guys, you guys are eating good and healthy. Have I made my own sourdough? Not yet, but I really want to give it a try. Mexican meatball soup, that sounds amazing. You're getting some listen, this avocado toast, when you can make it fresh, my secret to making really good, I don't know why we call it avocado. I just might as well call it guac toast because it definitely has tomatoes in it and cilantro and lots of ginger. I mean, lots of garlic. And if you don't care to offend your coworkers or your friends, definitely lots of garlic, lime juice, and tomatoes, onions. So yeah. Don't forget to like that. Okay, thank you guys. Chipotle. Oh, my kids would love that. They would be hanging with you guys. So somebody's eating Chipotle for lunch. I haven't had Chipotle in a minute. Turkey ham and cheese sandwich. I really want to try the making my own sourdough. So as you guys know, I do lots of hobbies because I'm so busy with a lot of work stuff. I believe every leader needs to have a hobby. That's the bottom line. A healthy hobby every leader needs to have. Now, just so that you guys know, I have a little heat plate right here. And so I'm going to be toasting the bread. I've just putting some melt butter As you guys know, we're vegan. So I have this thing called melt butter right here. Can you guys see that? So melt butter is to me the best, the number one dairy-free butter that tastes just like real butter out of all of them. Tastes just like it, and so it's vegan. I'm putting it on the sourdough toast, and then I'm just gonna toast it in my pot that you guys in my frying pan right here that you can't see, and then I will top it off with the freshly breaded toasted sourdough bread and the guac, and that's what we'll be having. All right, so ham and cheese and jalapeno croissants. Nice. You ready for the food? Eating cereal with nuts and banana slices. There you go, Liz. Beetroot juice. Bertie, you must be from Australia. Beetroot juice. Nobody likes it. I love beets. I think beets are so good for you, so good on you for drinking some beetroot juice. Amazing. How long is this bread going to take? Nathan? So funny. Derek, I love you, Derek. Thank you so much. And we are praying for you guys. What's the butter called? The butter is called Melt, M-E-L-T. Did you guys see it? I was trying to put it up. My other camera isn't normally awake. Sorry, guys. It's kind of folded because it's softened already. M-E-L-T. And I've only been able to find it at a Sprouts, but I believe that you can get it on Amazon. So yes, I need to find a healthy hobby. Any suggestions? You guys inspired me to start making healthier food again. Oh, super nice. Grace, Juju, you have to, can you scroll back down? I can't, I was trying to read Grace's message. Slowly, right? Let me see. Grandma, Juju, you have to do like influence and put your hand behind the stuff so you're showing to make it focus. Good job. Thank you, Grace. See, my team is, they back there chatting. They ain't even telling me. All right, let me get on it. All right, I will do this. I normally have another camera that shows, but let's try this again. Let me see. I'm not a professional influencer. Let's see. Is that looking better? Nope. All right. We'll get them up there. We'll put them up there later. I love beaten carrot juice. Colossal Spanish green olives. That's nice. You guys are doing amazing. Evening from London, UK. I'm having a cup of tea and 2 biscuits. Come on, Monique. Good job. We're having tea today as well. And this particular cup, I put it out here. This particular cup I put out here, I don't know if you guys, again, so you can't see this, or you might not be able to, but I have this set that I got as a beautiful gift from Mexico that they brought me, and it is a creamer and tea and coffee set because I am part of a rescue organization. And so before YouTube does anything crazy, as a gift, they have given me this beautiful authentic Mexican cup and saucer. So I'm going to be drinking my tea out of that today. So I'm not hating, NATO. I am not hating. We're going to fry up these toast. All right. So tell me, guys, what are we into? How have you guys been? We have been quite busy, as you know. Did anybody, can you throw like your hands up in the chat? Did anybody get a chance to come to the experience or watch it online? I'd love to know if any of you all were there, and just tell me how was your experience if you can, and I'll try to get as much in as I can. Grace said you're from Jamaica so far, so for lunch you're having cocoa bread and a cheesy patty. Yes, you are, and that is amazing stuff. Chicken pot pie with a garden salad. I love it. I love it. It is. I eat healthy as best as I can. I'm not religious with it at all. I was on my consecration, as you know, for about 5 months. So I started in June. So was that June, July, August, September, October, November? So 5 months. I have been on the consecration, and so now, not even really coming back off it. So glad that you guys were there. Not even coming back really off of it. I just want to make sure that I'm not coming back in and just eating any and everything that I was doing before. And I think it's important that when any of you are doing a fast or a consecration, And whatever it is that you're needing from God, some people are trying to fight their flesh. Some people are trying to get closer to God. Well, my thing always is whatever duration that you're doing, when you come off of your fast or your consecration, do not just go right back into eating or doing everything you were doing before just because the consecration is over. It should do something in you where it should change and begin to break habits, and especially things that were tormenting you before. So the goal is to continue on the journey, and it's got some great health benefits too as well. You were able to attend, and can you scroll back a little bit? I'm going to read some of your comments because I know I asked a question. Nathan, or who's that scrolling? All right, can you slowly scroll back? I want to make sure I read it.
Okay.
Online was amazing, and God continued to move on the same topics at my local church. Nice. That weekend
so good.
had me wretched, wrecked, probably wrecked in a good way. I love it. That's awesome. The women conference was my heart needed. Thank you. That's so great. That's so great. Art said, I got to go and got baptized. Oh, so great. I left feeling extremely empty and full at the exact same time. That's so awesome. Thank you, guys. So great. No lunch because you're going to the dentist. Genesis, girl, the first night was wild. I love to flag during worship, but felt unworthy and didn't do it for almost 3 years ago. The first night was something broke. I ran in the room and broke out the flag. I know that's right, girl. Get that flag out. Yes, Genesis.
Flag.
Good job. It was moving for both my husband and I. We didn't want to leave ever. Thank you so much. I didn't want to leave either. It was amazing when you have the prophetic word about the Holy Spirit filling our lives until we're sick of it. I know that's right. Let's just say I wake up praising God and go to sleep praising him. Come on, Jesus. So grateful, so grateful. Watched online, I never felt the move of the Holy Spirit as much as I did in my living room. Come on, Susie Sue. Thank you, thank you. God is good. God is so good. God is so good. Oh, that's just such a blessing. And the prayer is that you all are you keep them. That's the goal, is to just have this fierce encounter with God so that you know that he's with you, there with you through all of your situations and what you need. And it wasn't a one-time thing. It wasn't. You should remain in the overflow. So I'm so grateful. This one said, Ariande, maybe? I'm still in the overflow from the entire experience, from the intentional connections, baptism in my new home church with Blake and Lizzie. Oh, nice. Oh, yes, I see. Okay, I got you. So wonderful. And I think I got to hug you Sunday. Blake and Lizzie had their initial launch, and I believe that's you. I don't see your picture, but I believe that was you based on your name. I was there. It's absolutely amazing and grateful. Love you guys. Love you guys. God is so good. I'm telling you, he transcends all things digital. He just does. And so the goal was for you all to have that encounter so that no one can ever take that from you, and to know that he is always with you in every situation. And so you've been on your consecration since August. I had fried Oreos and vegan ice cream 3 weeks ago, and my body freaked out on me. Yep, Holy Spirit told me it's a lifestyle now. Only fruits, veg, water, whole grains. Okay, what is that? Margaret Long. Okay. I understand that. I am the same way. Your body, when you detox it from the things that it doesn't need. It doesn't need. And so super grateful. I'm on that same thing. It should absolutely change you and change your diet and your lifestyle. And when you get in that place with the Lord, you just don't want to go back. You just shouldn't want to go back. You're saying something about something? Conference starters. Oh, you guys want to know about the churches in Africa? Hyped.
Question that had said, tell us more about the churches in Africa.
Oh, I would love to tell you more about the churches in Africa. I am thrilled. So, his name is, I'm taking one out. I'm taking 2 out, and we're about to have some avocado toast.
Can I get first dibs, though?
You can. You just got to come and grab it,
Yes.
okay? So the churches in Africa, there is he's like a young brother that I've adopted, and his name is Abu Bakar Adama. And he is from a tribe that is, it's called the Fulani tribe. And not all the people in the tribe are bad at all, but God radically saved him. God radically saved him and gave his heart to the Lord. When he got saved, he told his father, and the father told the Muslim community, if you, the father, yeah, and the Muslim community said, if your son does not convert back to Islam, to being a Muslim, then I'm going to throw you in prison and kill you. And so the father tried to get the son to convert back, and he was like, I cannot. Jesus revealed himself to me, and I've given my heart to him. And so he was like, if you don't turn back, they're going to throw me in prison. So they did throw him in prison, but they did not kill him. His father did pass away. Can you grab me a napkin, Nathan? His father did pass away, but it wasn't because of that. And what he did was he just fled. He literally just fled, and he ran away from home. And he said, I'm pretty sure that, he said, I haven't seen my mother in 5 or 6 years. I'm pretty sure she thinks I'm dead. But it's too dangerous to go back home because there's a lot of things going on. You're taking 2 slices?
Oh, yes, please.
There's a lot of things going on in Africa right now. So it's literally too dangerous for him to go back. And so what he has been doing is he fled to the Saharan nations. There's 11 countries in the Sahara Desert with other missionaries that are literally out there preaching the gospel of Jesus Christ to all the nomads and the people that live in the Sahara nations. And there are hundreds and thousands of them coming to Christ as these missionaries are going. But it's the Sahara, so it is hot. They do not have, not that they don't have water, but they can get water, but it takes a lot for them to dig the waters and the well. It takes a lot for them to get that going. And so a friend of mine, my dear friend I've known for 20-something years, moved over to Africa, and he actually met with Abu Bakar, and he just said, we're just building, they're literally building bricks from just the mud. So they're building bricks from the mud and by hand to just build a church so that they can have a place for these people to meet. And they said, we just need some money for a roof. So they just have their clothing and their shawls that they're using to cover their heads from the sun because it's so hot. And I was like, you mean to tell me you're making the bricks by hand and you simply need, you're just trying to get resources so that you can build a church? Then I said, and they were like, yes. And I said, how much does it cost to build a church in the Sahara Desert? He was like, $900. Guys, can you believe that? I said, $900. They said, yes, we're very frugal. We're just grateful. And we just need an altar. We just want to worship the Lord at an altar so that we can pray. Can you believe that? I don't know. These American churches over here are trying to do $15, $25 million campaigns to have state of the art. And this young guy he's like 20 or 21. He's like, this is my life, it's for Jesus. And I just want to know, I'm just so grateful. Any amount that you can give, we just want to try to pay some laborers to come so that we can build the churches and build this. I said, $900? And so they said yes. And I said, okay, that's just to build a church. How much for the altar? What about chairs? Do you have a place to sit? Does that cover the roof? How big is this facility? What about a place to sleep? Where do you sleep at night? You have to have a place to go. What about the other missionaries? How about we just build you a community, and we just build you communities. So as you travel to these Saharan nations, as you are preaching the gospel, you are boots on the ground, changing people's lives for Jesus Christ, you have to have a place to sleep. And so he said, we travel back out into the city, and I think it costs like $126 a year for him to be a place in the city. And when I tell you, a little bit over there goes a long way. So that is him. And I said, my goal is to build you communities. And with the communities, I had this, again, I am on right now. The Lord said to me so clearly, if you love me, you'd feed my sheep. And I shared this with you all at the event. And I said, okay, Lord, well, I don't want to feed the sheep a diet that they don't want. So I need to know what type of diet that we need to feed. I need to know what type of diet that they need. So out there in these sort of sub-Saharan nations and in these areas that are more remote, missionaries, they don't have connections with their family. These churches, a lot of these people don't have literacy. Some of them do not have connections to phone or anything to get education or job. And so he sent me, I said, please tell me every single thing that you need and don't leave anything out. And he said, we don't have literacy over here. And so they have these Bibles. They look like little toys. I shared a bit with it at the conference. And if you weren't there, you will see it on the replays. We'll send out the next session. I believe next week, Saturday, session 2. And as they just released, you'll see them. But there was, there are these little, what do you call them? They look like toys, guys. And it is, somebody translates the Bible into their Fulani and Hausa language. That's their tribal language. And so these people have literally never heard anything about the gospel of Jesus Christ himself. He told me, he said, if you mention the word Jesus to them, they're going to ask you, what is he? Is he a politician? Is he, what is he? Who is he? And so they've never heard about Jesus Christ. They've only known what the Islam and Muslim community has taught them. They don't even know about other religions out there. And so when I tell you, Abu has told me, he hands out these audio Bibles. And so they are literally craving them to get it. So that's us supporting them and building the churches, raising money to build the churches out there, the communities, a coffee center or something. And then I'm also doing wells. So here's the food. They don't have any digital wells. So what a digital well is, instead of water, I'm going to be able to bring them broadband and Wi-Fi access out there. And so I can now create jobs for people. We can send them, they have equipment. We can get them equipment out there so that they can connect to Wi-Fi. So now they'll have access to education, especially the youth. They'll have access to education. They'll have access to work. They'll have access to just learn different tools, connect with their families. So what I'm doing is also creating digital wells. And so in many areas, we'll be able to put digital wells. And so as people give to that, I think to put a full digital well there is about $4,000 or $5,000. And they literally can provide Wi-Fi for a community, for an entire community. And so it could be brought to you by Missy, brought to you by, this digital well was sponsored to you by whatever your name is. Like, we could do all those things. But at the end of the day, we just want these people to have access. We want these people to have a way that they can stay connected, that they can get biblical resource tools, that they can get education, they can log in. So building the churches, if we build their communities for them, we can build a place where they can have educational facility. We can build a place where they can have, that they can learn, have access, and also, not just that, we can do they can be connected literally around the world and in areas that they do not. And then they need people to go over there and teach them literacy. Yes, son?
They're saying that you need to talk into the mic just a little bit more.
More? You want me to put it right here?
Yeah.
It's right here?
Yeah, exactly.
It keeps falling
Exactly.
right here.
Yup,
We here
yup,
with it. All right.
yup,
Who needs to
yup,
eat? Who needs to
yup.
eat?
Everybody.
Yes. Thanks. What language do they speak? Just curious. I know it's not Swahili, but I didn't hear. Yes. The language that this first project goes to for the Saharan nations is the Fulani and the Hausa language. So that's the language that they speak in those tribes. Many part of the African nations do speak English, but the tribal language is out there. Now it's pretty dangerous out there, and the hand of the Lord is protecting them. Let me tell you what one of the other missionaries out there happened to him. I did not tell you guys this at the conference, but let me tell you how God has been the protector of these people. My young brother Abu got away. Another missionary that he travels with around the world, God revealed himself to him, gave his heart to the Lord, told his father. In the middle of the night, because they're all Muslim, okay, in the middle of the night, the father came in the room while he was sleeping and was trying to stab his son because he converted to Christianity. And as he was trying to stab his son with the knife would not go through this young man's body. And the dad is on top of the son, stabbing him, saying, "Why isn't this working?" And when the son realized that his dad was trying to kill him because he gave his heart to the Lord, and he looked down and realized that the knife was not going through his body, like the hand of the Lord was with him, he was able to push his dad off of him and run out of there. And so him, Abu, they all worked together to go and evangelize these people that have never heard, literally never heard of the gospel of Jesus Christ before. And he has been revealing himself to them. My friend in Nigeria, who is, that's the churches, my friend in Nigeria who's building the farms, okay? The farm and the vocational training where he's providing food, well, here's the connection. The same tribe that Abu came from, the same tribe, the Fulani tribe, there is also a rebel group that came from that tribe that has, I don't know if you guys have heard of the Boko Haram, okay? Part of them are from that tribe, that sort of rebel, the bad versions of those people, okay? They have been doing tons of killing. There's been so much genocide and so much killing going on right now. And they have, no worry, Just Bree, do your thing, honey. They have been doing a lot of killing. And a lot of people, a lot of these bad people have killed off farmers. Believe it or not, they killed off the innocent farmers who are just providing food. Well, if they kill off the farmers, then they can control the food source. So my friend is an American. He is a chef. I've known him 25 years. Great man of God. He felt led to move to Nigeria. He did. And he went to Nigeria and he bought 37 acres of land. And he said, I'm going to grow food for the people because, believe it or not, they're starving over there in Nigeria. He said, they're hungry. I literally see kids eating out of the garbage. Now, I was not going to show you guys that because I was not about to sit here and do what people do and just try to pull on emotional heartstrings. I ain't not doing that. But that is the absolute truth. And he says, I see people. He says, I literally see people. I see these kids eating out the garbage every day. He said, I see adults starving every day. They look like they are professionally dressed to the nine and they have no food. And so he has committed his life to go over there and grow as much food as he can. And he's also raising fish. So he started to cultivate fish. I think it's catfish he can do for right now as a start. So to do 6,000, I think it's like $500. $500 can get one student in there and raise. So $6,000 in total can provide 12 students to come in. He can teach them agriculture and how to raise fish. And now they'll grow 2,000 fish to 12,000 fish so that they can feed the people. And he's not even charging the people. Once he grows the food, he's giving it back to the community because, he was like, the government isn't helping. So that is his goal. And in the meantime, in between time, get this, he has studied so much about the Muslim community. And so many of them want to know now because he's been feeding them over there, the things he has grown, he's been feeding them. So many of them want to know now, who is this Jesus? Tell them more. And now he has been having Bible studies with a lot of people that have been coming from the Muslim community, and he has been teaching them about Jesus, and he has been feeding them. The food. So now he has grown rice. So he'll harvest the rice at the end of this month. And so for those of you who want to give, you totally can give to the campaign. He can do packaging. You can get I have to see what his numbers are, but you can do, and I've partnered with him as well. Like I'm in that thing with him. That is my brother. I am 1,000% in support. And I told him, I said, I'm going to buy, do you have any more land? Because if we can increase, if we can absolutely increase, if we can increase the land space so that you can grow more food, build your garden, build the space and a community for them to actually live and have a safe place to live, because sometimes certain Muslim sects, if you convert, they try to kill you. And so their family, you are isolated from your family. And so you literally need a safe place to go. And so that's what we want to do is create a safe place for them once they get to know Jesus. We don't want them being threatened by their family. So there's lots of things. Like I told you guys, I'm called a hungry people. You know what I mean? I want to help people that need the help. And so my heart right now is to let's build these churches and whole communities in nations that don't have it. Let's get digital Wi-Fi out there into these worlds where they can be in touch, they can get education, and we can also limit some of the things. Like they can have access to Wi-Fi, and we can limit to make sure that they're not accessing anything that they shouldn't be accessing, but things that they need. It's really, it is really amazing what God is going to do. And I've been like, Lord, let's go. Whatever it is we got to do, how do we, let's get it. Let's make it happen. And so right now we're going to start in the nation and the countries of Africa, but we are bringing out we're bringing all of this to all over. And I believe South America will probably be next, but I just need to get started first. And then the last thing that I have not told you guys, I haven't told any one of you yet, because it's something that we've been working on. Talk about me and the Lord, we've been working on it. But I'll tell you guys today, this is the first time I'm airing it. First time, you guys, first, I am airing it to the public. But guys, not only have I been working on the churches in the Saharan nations, not only we're building digital wells across the world. Not only are we going to grow farms to feed people, and we are also going to be building our own network. So Upset the World Broadcast Network. And we are going to take this, and we want to be able to reach 500 million homes in South America. We want to be able to reach 500 million homes in Africa, Europe, UK, Iran. We want to be able to reach homes that are not on YouTube, that are not watching, that in certain areas of the world, people just have one TV in their home that has about 3 channels. And some of these countries do not have a dedicated Christian network. They don't have a dedicated Christian anything. And so, guys, I have been working on how to tap into the satellite dish. I tell you, I have been working, and this is why I haven't been able to, be here as much. But your girl has been working, okay? She has been working. And I said, Lord, you did not give us this name to upset America. You gave us upset the world, and that's what we're going to do. We are going to upset the world with Jesus Christ and however he needs it to be. So if we can reach them digitally, we got this. And so if we can reach their homes, we can reach them through their phones, we can reach them through WhatsApp, whatever it is we got to do. I want to be able to be a resource to missionaries out there in the diaspora that are doing all the hard work. They need to be able to have resources. Oh no, we're going to do this. And so I've been doing quite a bit of research. Guys, if you want your avocado toast, you can just come around here and grab it. And so my goal is to tap in, and I know that I could probably tap into existing networks, but then I'd have to abide by those existing networks' rule. And the way my brain works and the way my faith is, I don't want to fool with none of the politics, okay? I don't want it. I do not want it. What I do want is, I know what God has for us to do, and I'm ready to go out there and get it done, okay? So let's go upset the world, and I know that and I've said, Lord, I don't want to give them content that I want. I want to know, what does each country and nation need? So, for example, I don't know if you guys followed us when we were pastoring. All right, so we had a church called Embassy City Church. My mom had to help me. Oh my gosh. we pastored an amazing church and who I love, 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 love. I absolutely love Embassy City. And we got the opportunity to pastor that church for 7 years. And pastoring is just it's my heartbeat. I'm here to hug all the necks, kiss the cheeks, hold the kids, pet the dogs. I'm here for it all. And in that, we did a show. We did a few series. I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Upset the Vows. We did a marriage series. We did another series while we were there called Peace of Mind. We did an entire mental health and wellness series. And we did a show following those series that Tim did called Unpacked. And in Unpacked, we unpacked a lot of different topics where what Tim is doing on Wide Open, right? What Tim is doing on The Basement, we've been doing that from our church. And we have a lot of shows that is filmed like a show, not a podcast. It is filmed like a show. And we have been doing that for a while. And one day I was outside and I was telling my friend that the Lord put on my heart to start a broadcast network. And I was like, Lord, this is not a territory that I am used to. And then I had a thought that it just, like an invasive thought that came in my head. And it was just like, man, I know people are probably going to think, you could start something else again. And the Lord instantaneously, within seconds said, you are a woman. I created you with a womb. You were made to birth things. I was like, oh my God, yes, I am. I am a woman and I do have a womb and I was created to birth things. When I tell you, it's almost like he came in like a mighty rushing wind, like, I have given you everything inside of you to birth it because I know you're going to do it. I can trust you to do it and get it done. And so I'm like, let's go. We are going to birth it. And so Upset the World Broadcasting Network is already on the way. I just want you to know, like, I already have logo and all the things already ready to go. It's already on the way. We are just doing the research. I've done tons of research. So we're looking for it to launch sometime in 2026, and I'll keep you posted. But my goal is to make sure that Jesus Christ, and not a falsified version of him, not a legalistic version of him, not a religious version of him, but Jesus Christ is represented across the world in the best way that we can share him. And with that show Unpacked, I would be able to present things that can help other countries in what they need. So if the government isn't helping them, I want to be able to provide them tools and resources to say, okay, how can we agriculturally help the people? If we can educate the people, then they don't have to depend on the government. If we can educate and empower the people, then they can do what they need to do for themselves, their families, and their community, right? So with the Unpacked show, maybe I can begin to teach them, okay, let's make oil. Let's take plastic and make oil from plastic. Let me show you how to do it. Let's take the heat that you have in your countries and let's make water. Let's start to create humidity. Do you guys know how to create satellite, systems? Or, let's just do things that can help your country. And so whatever the feed is, if you love me, you would feed my sheep. Okay, feeding is relative to what they need. They may need physical food, they may need physical clothes, but they may need physical ways that's in a digital world. They may need feeding, could be education. Feeding could mean work. So if I can provide jobs, if I can provide them things that they can use, that's great. And my goal, my absolute goal is for, you ready? Come get it. My goal is for you guys, which one is this? How many do you want? All right. Which one you want more? You want bigger? Take them all. They're taking it all.
Thank you.
All right. My goal is to be able to provide jobs. And even for those who have lost their jobs in America, I'm like, great. We have a nonprofit. So all these companies, especially at the end of the year, they need to dump monies off, dump them. Because people need jobs, people need work. I'm like, what you got, right? So bring them on because I want to be able to assist where I can. And so if we're not in a need here in America, then I will go where there is a need. And so I know that these people are super grateful for any and everything that we can give them. I'm going to make some tea now, guys. I've dished out the lunch, but I want to be able to help. And like, that's the purpose. We're supposed to give back, and I want to be able to give back. So yeah, we're out here. We are out here, y'all. Yes, Cassie's hollering at me.
Can you hear me? Oh,
Yes,
great.
ma'am.
Okay, so the chat is popping. We have almost 200 people that are tuned in.
Yay,
And the
good job,
dwellers
guys.
want to know if there's going to be a dwellers missionary trip in the pipeline.
Dwellers missionary trip. That would be so amazing. Somebody inquired about a missions trip. So listen, if that's something that the Lord has and that we can plan it in the future, I'm down like 4 flat tires. You know what I mean? I am down like 4 flat tires because I am here, people that have boots on the ground, that these missionary hearts, I love it. I love it. My pastor, when we were growing up in Florida, he was a missionary. He was always out going to Honduras, South America. It is just, it's a heart. So if it's something that we can do, I'm down like 4 flat tires to go. And so, but I'm letting you know, we do have boots on the ground in Nigeria right now. And we have boots on the ground in Niger, Chad. And that's Abu he's in 4 of the Saharan nations. There's 11 nations that surround the Saharan desert, which the Saharan desert is massively big. And I don't think people realize how big it is. But it is massively big. So he's in 4 of those countries right now. And my friend is in Nigeria. And so we're gonna start upsetting the world. We're just gonna start boots on the grounds there, and then we're gonna keep this thing going. But yeah, missions trip, I'm here for it. Let's see what the Lord will do for sure.
And then
for
I
sure.
don't know if you guys know this, but Auntie Ju, she can cook. Look at Jarrell in the back. He's like,
Grub
y'all,
it. They are grubbing.
You
I
have
love
not
it.
had avocado toast like this.
Oh, I'm so glad you guys like it. And I forgot to give you guys the grapes. We've got some grapes here for dessert. It's healthy, guys.
It's all healthy. And then we do have it pinned to the chat if they want to know more about all the projects that we have going on.
Yeah, we have a gift. We have a donations page. So you guys, a lot of you give to Upset the World Foundation already, and I'm so grateful. Thank you guys. And if you want to give to a particular campaign, you can. That money goes to exactly, if you specify what you want, it definitely goes to that specific campaign. If you don't specify it, it goes to us still building up Upset the World and all the things that we're doing. So, no, guys, next year, Upset the World Broadcast Network is going to be going down. We're going to be building these churches, and I don't have them up right now, but there's stuff. There is stuff. Juice, we have the new TV on Monday, and you will love it. We will have a new TV on. Oh, that's Timmy. Oh, nice. I was like, who's Spy Dog? Hi, baby. Thank you, honey. Our TV went out yesterday. Like, I think it's just the light for the display
And
that
it was
went
so
out.
random, too.
It just went out.
Let me tell y'all, I came back. I sat on the couch after a long day of
I
work.
love you, baby.
Oh, my gosh, because today drained me. Oh, my gosh. Came back from a 10-hour shift, sat down, talking about my mom, picked up the remote casually, turned on the TV. Mom was like, huh?
TV was not
Mom,
working.
You was so shocked. I just turned on
Oh, yeah. He turned on TV, and it was there for a second.
Yeah, it just turned on, and I was like, Mom was like, oh, the TV hasn't been on that day. I was like, what? I was like, I just casually turned on the TV. I was about to watch something, and then the TV turned back off. So.
Hey, Auntie Ju, just logging in. Slick back ponytail. What products are you using for your smooth head? Thank you guys so much. Okay. This is just it's called Red. And it's just like edge control, honey. It's in my bathroom. I wish I had it. I would show it to you. But it's just called Red. And it's in a red jar like this. If Timmy is still in the chat, he can let you know what the brand is, or he can put it in there. But it is super great. Thank you, guys. I didn't see his chat. All right, guys. So I'm gonna have some tea right now out of my sweet little gift that I got from our rescue people. They were so nice. All right, what else do we have that I can see?
We do have a few questions.
Yeah, let's get it.
Got buried a little bit.
Yep.
So Elizabeth and Genesis, they both want to know, and Christella, could you let us know more about consecration versus fasting?
Yeah, so really great question. Consecration, I cannot look at this chat while I'm answering you, Cassie. So my eyes will turn away from the chat. Consecration, I did explain it before, and we'll break it down again. Love you too. Love you too, honey. Consecration is taking the time, and it is intentionally saying, I am acknowledging that I want to cut away extra fat that is in my life, extra things that does not add any value to me, and I'm cutting that away. And I'm consecrating that time that I would spend, whether it's TV or social media. You know how sometimes a lot of people are on social media all the time, and they are scrolling. And by the time you go to look maybe for one thing, then it's the next thing, and this the next thing, and then 5 minutes goes by, 30 minutes goes by, an hour goes by, and you have wasted time. And so what consecration is saying, all these things that are what I call fat, I'm going to take them out of my life. I'm going to cut them out, and I'm going to take that time that I would have scrolled, watched tons of TV, done something that didn't add any value, and I'm going to put that time back in with the Lord. And so if I've dedicated an hour, that means an hour gets to just the Lord. If I would have scrolled for 3 hours or binge watched 3 hours of TV, the Lord gets that 3 hours. And so I am setting apart, I'm consecrating, I'm setting apart that time that just goes for him, that is just set apart for him. And so it's a very intentional thing. A lot of times with fasting, I think a lot of us were so used to it, but I think that hey, Nisi Scott, no worries, just glad you're here. Thank you for coming in. A lot of times with fasting, I think we've gotten it so common that we're just like, oh, I'm not eating, or I'm not going to have this soda, but you're just not having it. So fasting is actually extremely good for the physical body. But if you're really not replacing it, and if you're just doing it and wanting God to honor you for not doing that, great. But what is the connection that you are drawing closer to the Lord? So consecration, that's what fasting should be, but consecration is a very intentional time that you are setting apart, and it's something that you do not have to ever come off from, right? So it depends. With a fast, some people can come off of it, but some people actually will get off a fast and go right back to what they were eating. So all they did physically was just detox their body for whatever time, 30 days, 40 days, 2 weeks, or whatever, from whatever it was. But if they were not replacing it with something, if they were not replacing it with spending more time and really getting and drawing yourself closer to God, then I don't know what it was for. So for me, a consecration was, I started this from June, is because I knew what I wanted the Lord to do, or asking the Lord to do for this event coming up. And I knew what I was hoping that the impact would be for you all, was the goal. And let me put this mic up here. Let me pour my tea. And the sacrifice was everything. I changed a lot of things in my life around and was glad to. For example, every morning I spend 2 to 3 hours with the Lord before I talk to anybody. I love him. I love him. So before I talk to anybody, he gets my first, right? And then after that, I could deal with everybody. But he gets the first thing, and not religiously, because I want to, and I need him, and I want him, right? So that's super important. And then throughout the day, so it's not like, oh, okay, I've had my prayer time this morning with him, and I've had 3 hours with him, so I don't need him. Oh, no. The rest of the day, I need him too, right? And so I'm just making sure that I'm very intentional to spend as much time with him. I always have him on. I always talk to him, but this was even more intentional. So now you don't come off, you don't have the event and then now stop doing that. I love that place that I was in, and now that has changed me to make sure I stay on that path, right? So for me, consecration was, I only ate 1 meal a day, but it was filled with everything else. So none of my desserts that I really want, none of my favorite chocolate chip cookies, I didn't have any of those. I weaned myself a lot. And even now, if I don't have it again, I'm okay in life. Like, I don't need anything. I don't need anything that I don't want that I had before. So that's consecration, is being extremely intentional and not just a very basic, oh, I'm just on a fast, but then there's no change in your soul. So hopefully that helps. Okay, that chat is moving, so I can't.
It is moving so fast. They have so many great questions.
Thank you. These are amazing questions.
So let's get into them. Okay, so Genesis and Amanda kind of have a similar question. So Genesis is going on a 1 year no dating consecration.
Oh,
We love it. We
come
love
on,
it.
Genesis.
And then Amanda had a question asking some suggestions on things she needs to look for or resources to go off of choosing the correct godly man and also making sure that the person she dates is actually doing their work. And so,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those are great. And just for that one, you will see him by the fruit. His fruit will show you. His actions will show you where he is. Right. That is a thing where it takes time. So before you rush into anything, really before you rush into anything, take the time to be their friend. Because a friend, be their friend if it's someone that you're interested in. Be their friend. Being their friend, there's no pressure that I have to perform for you in a dating relationship. I'm not putting on anything. If I'm just your friend and we're hanging out, there's no expectations. And that's the best part of a person you should see. So you'll know from there, is this a person that I want to date? Is this a person that I want to get to know more? So when you're looking for somebody, or if you're interested or they're interested in you, just enjoy the friendship time first and really get to know them in that capacity. You will know their fruit from that. You will see their discipline in that area. You will see, are they being intentional? You will see, are they really in tune with what they're saying? You will really see, does their words line up with their lifestyle? And I'm not saying it needs to be perfect, but I am saying you would see a difference. They shouldn't look like everybody else and sound like everybody else and do everything that everybody else is doing. Something about them is going to stand out. Right. So, and then the other thing is, don't ignore the red flags. A lot of us ignore the red flags because we're so attracted to the person. That's the bottom line. We ignore the red flags and then we just try to pass it off and say, oh, well, God will deal with it. No. It's a red flag for a reason. So you have to really, it's not all spiritual. Some things are just be honest with you. Be honest with yourself and be like, man, I am attracted to this person, but let me just not run into it. And just because they are attractive doesn't mean I need to be in their life that way. Right? So we have to be honest with ourselves. Don't ignore the red flags. And watch their fruit. Watch the fruit. And watch your fruit too. All right? Make sure you check your fruit and you check their fruit. So hopefully that helps. But Cassie, you gave me two. Noah. Cassie, you gave me two questions. I think I answered the second one first. Could you?
Yep. The first one is, it was any tips on my no dating 1 year consecration. So no men.
Tips on it?
Yep.
Thank you. What would the tips be? It's if you're used to dating a lot, it's going to be hard. It's just going to be hard. You got a spoon in there? No. If you're going to be dating, or if you're used to dating a lot, it's just going to be difficult. So while you are on your no dating consecration, don't be on social media. Don't watch a bunch of relationship stuff. Don't do anything that's going to feed being in a relationship with somebody. Don't watch stuff. Don't feed your mind with things that are all couple related and anything about relationships. That's just a practical tip, number one. Number two, put your focus on something that is more important, right? So I love the fact that you're not dating for a year. Okay, now, if the dating part is not an importance anymore, something else is going to elevate as a level of importance in your life. So check to see what that is and making sure God is in this, right? Making sure God is in what you actually now put as your next priority. Thank you, sweetheart. So that's your tip. Don't watch relationship stuff. Okay. Yeah, it's just practical. Because then you're just going to get yourself mad, right? So it's just simple, practical things. Study your Bible. Do a hobby. Make sure you're spending time with the Lord. Enjoy you. Okay? Find a hobby that you enjoy. Put your interest in something that adds value to you. I don't know if you like education. Go back to school. Do something that adds value to your life. And when you realize that you kind of put that focus back in there, then the guy will come to you. A guy will see that you are focused and that you're not checking for him. That's often what attracts a man, a good man, a smart man, a wise man, is to see a woman doing her own thing and not really, focused on him. So find things that adds value to your life, that brings you joy, and that also serves others, right? So also add to that, how can you serve others? Because when you can give, it doesn't even have to be money, but if you can give your time, if you can serve, if you can give back, go to a homeless shelter, do something, do a missions work, do something that you are just, it's my joy to give back. That's gonna teach you a lot of things when you go back and when you start to serve others. Okay, so I hope that helps in your year journey.
All right, we have another follow-up.
No romance novels. No, ma'am. Especially those. Those are the worst. Genesis, that is funny. Okay.
So, Loveliness 2588 said, how do you walk with them as they're doing their work while in a committed relationship with children?
How do you walk with them while doing your work or their work? Wait, who is this? This is a different question, right?
This is a different question, yep.
How do I walk with a person that
as they're doing their work while in a committed relationship with children?
Okay, just to make sure I am understanding that correctly. How do you walk with someone who's doing their work while you're in a committed relationship with them as they're walking with their kids?
Yeah, that's what I'm understanding. Loveliness, if you want to add more context, we would love to hear it so we can make sure we're answering it right.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know what type of work they're doing. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what type of work they're doing. Does their work affect you? Does it bring you down? If you're committed, you have to let them go through their process. And I'm just going to do my best to answer this question. You have to let them go through their process. If you're in this committed relationship with them, it's great to just be a support, but not a bugaboo, right? You don't need to hound them, but just support them and give them space to process whatever it is that they need. And so, I don't know, committed relationship doesn't mean marriage to me, but I could be wrong. And if you love them, give them their space, and they should be glad that you're there to support. And I don't know a lot of people's, I wish you could give me a little bit more context, right? Because a lot of people, they can be walking through some really hard stuff. They could be walking through some really difficult stuff, even if they're doing their work. If they're not getting the right help, some of their reactions with the ones that they love could be abusive, emotionally abusive. They can take out their anger on you because you're the closest one to them. So I'm trying to just get a little bit more context because
we do have some follow-up questions even from that.
Yeah.
So Meek25 wants to know, so she's struggling to partner with her husband after recommitting herself to God. There's a lot that they used to do on the normal basis. She's lost a taste for smoking and all of that stuff. So how can she still show love but stand firm in where she is with her walk with God?
Yeah, no, really great.
Yeah.
And here's the thing. You can still love them and not do the things that once plagued you, once you enjoyed doing. Now that you're free from that, you don't have to go back. So we can love each other in different ways, and we can support each other in different ways. And honey, if you want to go smoke outside, no worries. But when you come back in, we can watch a movie. We can do whatever. You know what I mean? There are other ways that you are like, yeah, I know that we used to do it. I don't anymore. And these are healthy boundaries for you. And it's okay to place up those boundaries and still love your spouse. And so it could be something like, babe, I know that we used to go outside on the porch together and smoke. My dad was a smoker when he was alive. And so that's what he did. He'd always go outside and smoke on the porch. My mother was never a smoker. So she never smoked. And so he went outside and did it by himself, but they did other things together. And so they'd have family movie night. They'd go out and go bowling. They would go out and we would throw parties together, or just different things. Play dominoes. Our family played dominoes a lot, and so we did that. And while they played dominoes, he'd be smoking his cigarette and drinking his alcohol, and she wasn't. But they were still playing the dominoes together, right? And so it's still the support. I'm still there, and as he sees the change, it's either going to bring a sweet conviction, or it's not. But you still get to love your husband through it.
That's so sweet.
Hopefully that was
I love
helpful.
that. Yes, and Loveliness actually did come back with some more context.
Okay, great. Let's go,
So
Loveliness.
she says that they've been separated for 6 years and want to reconcile and raise their children together again.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's great, Loveliness. Okay, wonderful. So, oh, that's just so sweet. I'm here for reconciliation. I love reconciliation after a breakup. So, yeah, as long as the reconciliation. Yes, son, you okay? I did. A few. I'm getting rebuked right now. I ate my son's seaweed, and so now he is angry with me. I bought the seaweed for him, but I did eat
This is
2 or 3
also
bags
to Noah
of the seaweed.
an unforgivable sin.
It is an unforgivable sin.
It's
I'm gonna
wraps.
have to owe him like 3 bags of 3 family packets of the seaweed for a long time. I'm in debt. I love you, Noah. I'm sorry. Seaweed in this family unattended. It is seaweed unattended in this family. It's oh my gosh. But
So
it's the
crunchy.
Korean barbecue, which is so good, and the chili lime. And so
Noah is upset.
he's protesting. He's so protesting. I just hope he remembers who bought it for him. Anyways, I'm just saying. Okay, back to you. I am super glad that you guys are reconciling. And yeah, support is, as long as the support is not abusive to you, as long as the reconciliation and you walking with him doesn't bring you down, it doesn't tear you down, then just be supportive. He needs to be open and super transparent. Hopefully it should be really open, tons of conversation, tons of honesty, and tons of listening. It should be a lot of that. And so that's the best support, is hearing everything out, seeing your parts in things, seeing his parts in things, what can change, and be open to the change. And hopefully you're not coming back to the version of yourselves that you were that got the situation in this broken place. Hopefully now you guys are 2 different people that can create new versions, and that this relationship could be a new version of what it was. And you were divorcing the old version. Not that you guys are married, but you're getting rid of the old version. So now you guys can have a new version of what this could be. So hopefully that helps.
So good. Okay, so
you
we're
leave
going to get a little
Okay,
deep.
thank you so much. And then the red shirt. Thank you.
Okay, so author Margaret Long wants to know, so she resonated when you said women are multipliers. And she says that God has given her such frequency and she's feeling overwhelmed. Like, how do I do it all? And you're somebody that does it all. I mean, we've seen it. So what is your recommendation to her?
Yeah, thank you. So it can be a lot, especially if you are a birther. You know, you are a creator, but also one thing at a time, right? One thing at a time. So God's not going to overwhelm you. Everything that I built, I started this from 2023. From August of 2023 to now is when I was able to build all of this. Now we are at 2025. So it took me 2 years to build, to develop more Whole Women Co., Upset the Vows, Dearly Beloved, build out all of Upset the World, Do Spend Lunch with You, Mentor You, the Bomb Counseling Center, all of that. And now, after I've done all of that, the broadcast network is new. And I've got Upset the World Foundation going, right? So, but that came in this year. So now that's a new ad this year, but I would have already built everything else. And so you have to have capacity, and you have to know your capacity, and God is not going to explode your capacity, right? He's going to work within it, and he works with what you have. So one thing at a time, Don't overstress yourself. Don't overwork yourself. All right. And so as God leads, he puts it on your heart. He sits it on there, but some things are priority. So for right now, in all the things that I'm doing, right? Like I said, we'll have to scale back lunch with Jew like it was every week. Loved it, right? But going forward, now you all understand all the things that I'm working on. I can't do it every week now, but it doesn't mean we're not going to be here. So maybe twice a month, once a month, right? We're here. That I can do. But because you're seeing the fruit of what's happening, we're going to be doing more shows, right? We'll be bringing back. We're going to be bringing back the Unpacked with Juliet Ross. We're going to be building the broadcast network. We're going to be building these things up, right? We're going to be getting pastors into the Mentor You channel so that we can help them have accountability, so that they're not falling and we're not seeing crisis happen amongst our leadership, right? We want to help influencers in our Mentor You so that they have people to talk to. They've gained this massive audience and now they don't know who they are. So all of these things are being built and developed one thing at a time. And as you put the effort in one thing at a time and you get that going, and then you can hire people to help run that for you, now you move on to the next thing. So you've got to pace yourself for sure. And you also have to know that God's not going to overwhelm you. And he wants things done in excellence. And he wants things done right. So you need rest. He wants you to be restful. I do a lot of time management as best as I can, because a lot of us don't have time management. Well, we don't do it well, and it's hard because there's just a lot of distractions. I try my best. It isn't always perfect and to a T. But when we lock in, time management is a very important tool to get all these things done. And again, I want you to know, my day doesn't start without talking to my dad first. He's first. I can't do all these things without him. Everything has to be strategic. And I'm a firm believer that if he gave Noah the precise blueprint, okay, to make an ark, something that was never done before, I know that he does that with us. But we have to be in his word and spend such intentional time with him so that he can give us the blueprint. And he says, seek, ask, knock. I will open, I will be. I will show up for you. But we just don't necessarily seek, ask, and knock, and we don't do it long enough. And when we feel like he's not responding as fast as we want him to, we stop knocking, we stop seeking. And that's not what I do. I'm forever seeking. I'm forever hungry. I'm forever in need of him. I forever need his guidance. So if it takes 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, then so be it. But by the time you start tapping into the Spirit of God, he's always with you. He's always with you. So if you guys could grab that, there are a lot of things that have to be birthed in you and that can be birthed in you, whether you are a man or a woman. But also remember, it takes 10 months for full maturity, right? It takes almost a year for just even the development, right? Then there's the birthing. And even once you're birthed out, once you're even birthed, it still takes time to grow, right? Because you're still an infant. Once you come out, you're still a baby. So now you still just got to grow. You got to eat and poop and burp. That's all you do for a long time, because things have to take time to develop. There's still things growing. And it's not just growing in the baby, it's growing in you. There's changes in you. So now that you've birthed this out, there should be change in you. Any woman knows that if you have a baby, your hormones are going all of this. Your hormones are going all over the place. Your feelings change, your emotions change, things you like, you may not like no more. So that's okay. And God knows that, right? So we actually rush ourselves. He doesn't rush us. We rush ourselves and we pace ourselves against our own time and we blame it on him. So I just want to make sure that you know he did call you to birth things and put things out in you, but you got to ask him the timing and the when and say, Lord, what is pressing on my chest? What do you want to sit on my chest right now? Right now. What I can do right now is this. So God, you know what my limitations are. You go ahead and expand me, but put on me what you want me to focus on now, and then increase me as we go. Increase my territory as I go. So that's how you start that prayer, okay?
Wow. That was for me. I'm not going to even lie to you.
Come on, Cass.
Okay, so we're getting deep, and I know we're a little short on time.
Yeah, what time is it?
It's already 1:18.
Oh, it's 1:18.
It's already 1:18. Maybe we do one more, and then I have all the questions.
Okay.
Be careful about it, though. If Dad come back, it's wraps.
Well, here it is. It's 1:18. Every now and again, we do go to 1:30 because we have I haven't seen you guys in so long, and then now it won't be 2 weeks. We'll be back in 2 weeks after this. But let's go to the latest 1:30 because guys, I have a volunteer for all those who served. For those of you who served on our core teams at the experience, the game that we did not get to play because we did baptisms instead, because God is so good. We're going to play the game here and just do a big thank you. And I know people want to recap, and we're going to feed them some of I love to make my famous tacos. And so we'll have our tacos, and we're just going to have a good time tomorrow. So I've got to prepare for that. So I do have to get off, but 1:30 is going to be our end of our lunch, and then we'll see you in 2 weeks, okay? And so we'll place an ad, and then you guys can come back in 2 weeks, and we'll continue on, okay? All right, go for it, Cass.
Final question.
Mm-hmm. Did you guys want any tea? Because I got some here. I didn't even offer. Are you good?
Girl, you've been spilling tea this whole time, girl.
I meant this tea. All right, let's go.
Hey Momo 84 wants to know, how do I heal from very deep mother and father wounds?
Thank you for your question. The first thing I want you to know is the fact that you asked this question lets me know that you do know that you can be healed from it. So there's that. Number two, mother and father wounds do go very deep, and they can be extremely painful. That may not be anything that you could do by yourself, and you might need some external help. That means not a friend, you might need a counselor. That's simple. You are going to need a counselor, a therapist to help you walk through that. Whether it's the MEMI protocol that I promote, that our therapist Brian does and his wife does, whether it's some people like EMDR, but you might need you need a therapist that kind of knows some healthy protocols that can heal with those deeper traumas. But first things first is to start talking about it. Number one, get it up and out. Start talking to someone about it. You got to start speaking it out so that you're not holding it in, because that's an implosion waiting to happen that you do not want. So first things first, I don't care if you talk to your soap in the shower. You just need to start getting it out. And then, but really find you a therapist or a counselor that can help you talk through it. Sometimes you may not even need them to say anything back to you right away. You might need to just throw up everything. That's healthy. Just throw it up to somebody that will listen to you. And if you don't, your friends may not always have the capacity to handle work that way. So to handle that type of work. So I don't always encourage you to jump on your friends, but get a counselor, look for one that you could either do online or that you can go in person and just say, hey, this might be a session where you just need to listen to me. I'm going to pay you to listen to me. So be it. But get all that out first and then let them walk you through that process. Okay? Hope that helps.
And for all the people that we did not get the questions answered, we will follow up with you.
It's 1:21. We got 9 minutes.
Okay, let's do it. Well, let's do a lighthearted one.
All right, go for it.
What vegan butter do you use?
The Melt. Here we go. You guys told me earlier that I need to be the influencer and hold the hand up behind it. Can you guys see that? MELT. Are you guys able to see it clearly? NATO. Can you see that clearly in the screen? Want me to go closer?
We can't.
All right, hold on. I'm going to come out and show it to you.
We saw it better a second ago.
Still can't see it. Wait. Let's see.
Cassie, hit the camera.
Let me hit that focus.
No. Oh, hey! We got it.
Okay.
not paying us for this, y'all.
All right.
It's just actually good.
This is Melt Organic Butter. This is my absolute fave. And maybe we'll get a sponsor from them. I don't know. We'll see. But they are the best. And there's a lot of plant-based butters out there now. But for whatever reason, these guys are literally like it tastes the most like regular butter, but so much more healthier. So come on, Amy, praying in the sponsors. That's right. Let's get them. All right. Anything? We got 6 minutes. 6 minutes. 6 minutes like you fresh your own. Y'all remember that song? Cut, go on. It's over your time. It's beyond your time. That's old school Dougie Fresh. I know the people in the chat know about that.
What you know about Dougie Fresh? So I don't know if you can answer this in the next 7 minutes, but what is the difference between a soul and a spirit?
Your soul is what gets saved. Your spirit is the Spirit of God that comes in you that sanctifies your soul on this earth, right? And so our soulless nature is our mind, our will, and our emotions, our desires. But our spirit is the Spirit of God that comes in and sanctifies that. It is the breath of God that comes in and rocks us out. Super simple answer without getting too deep.
Because we can go. We can go.
Yeah,
we can go in
yeah,
the deep end if we need to.
Yeah, we got it. So I want to make sure we get as much in, but yeah.
Another one?
We got
another one.
Or we can go out right there. It's 1:24. That's what my time says.
Okay, well, last one.
Okay.
Do you ever feel like there's not enough time in a day to do all the projects that God instilled in you? You had briefly mentioned time management.
Yeah, so really good, quick question. Everybody has 24 hours. Here's how I got to look at it. We have to work with what you have. Everybody has 24 hours in your day. Okay, so nobody has more or less unless you're traveling across the world and you lose an hour traveling. But we have to manage it. I survive off of my 6 hours of sleep, right? If you're in the military, you will know you get 4 hours of sleep, okay? And you have the entire day. So in 24 hours, I have 6 hours of sleep, and then I have 18 hours to do every single thing else within that day that I need to do. 18 hours is a long time. And so when you think about it that way, I manage the 18 hours. And so for my 6 hours of sleep, once I'm up, I try to make sure that my 18 hours is accounted for as best as I can. And if we really were to sit down and kind of evaluate our day, we have to look and see how much time do we actually procrastinate in those 18 hours. If we were to break down our procrastination time, right, how much has that eaten up out of our remaining 18 hours of the day? And so now we could technically fill that space with work. And so whether it's scrolling, surfing the web, doing all these things, what I try to do is allot the list of things on my calendar that I have to do. I try to say, okay, I can allot 2 hours to that right now. I can allot, this is going to need 3 hours of my time today. This is going to need 2 hours of my time. And so out of my 18 hours that's left, boom, I've got 16 left for this. I've got 14 left to do that. I've got, you know what I mean? So I start to deduct when I've allotted. I also allot for family time. I allot for a break or two, right? I allot for those things. I allot for my garden time. I allot for my hobbies. 3 hours are already going to the Lord, right? So from 18, there's 3. So now I got 15 left. Technically for me, I got 15 for the rest of my day. And whatever doesn't get done, then we go on to we'll go on to the next day. So hopefully that helps. Time management, guys, it's so helpful because you cannot add more hours to your day. So you have to work with what you got. And if you really, really put into, if you really take the time to really calculate how much time we procrastinate or waste, you would realize you actually have a lot of useful time. So I hope that helps. All right. I love you guys. It is 1:27, and so we are going to wind this down because I've got so many things to do, but I love you. Thank you so much from everywhere you've chimed in from today, for spending lunch, spending dinner, spending breakfast with me. I do not take that for granted. Thank you so much. We will be back here in 2 weeks, okay? So come back and join. We'll have a different lunch. We'll have a different meal. I want to know what you guys are eating. Bring your friends, and let's just have a good lunch together. I love you guys so much. And we will see you in a couple weeks. Have a good holiday, a good Thanksgiving. Eat a lot of good food. Just go eat, and then you'll lose the weight afterwards, okay? Just don't worry about it. Enjoy. Go shopping, and we'll see you guys. Love you. Bye.